it's happened once, it's happened 1,000 times. What a gal. What a night. What a car. The new Chevrolet.
This is a story of an industry in action.
Gonna take me a press, gonna take me some steel, gonna take my two hands and build an automobile.
How many dreams can you shape in a minute, an hour? Ask the people of Dodge.
Put in a rivet and a welded and a look alive. Wait till you see this baby drive.
What makes an engine go? Is it stock and steel and copper tubing, or infinite care and experience with men and women working together to bring metals alive?
Turn her out, Henry! Turn her out, Joe! We'll put her together, then watch her go!
Heads up, she's coming down. 2 months ago, 3 tons of unmined ore. Today, a designer's idea come to life.
Put a brand new body on a brand new frame. Tighten her up and give it a name. Call it a Dot.
It's a proud name. Proud in tradition, proud in service. Swift and mighty in action.
I took me a press, I took me some steel, I took my two hands and built an automobile. I built a Dodge, I built a Dodge.
The Dodge boys are loaded with deals during Dodge Roundup days. See your Dodge dealer now.
But then, there's another handy way to get around and have fun doing it. The Renault Dauphine, the car made in France to make driving fun again. Balloons, please. Now, there's lots to talk about, so let's make the camera go fast. Watch for the fun car with the balloons. First, see the Dauphine's maneuverability in traffic. Look how it gets around and how it corners. Special axle design does that. And see how it accelerates and climbs. Driving economy gets up to 40 miles a gallon. Parking? The big car couldn't get into space. But watch this. With the Renault Dauphine, everybody's an expert. Lots of room for you to park inside. Handy as roller skates and twice the fun. Even has a city horn and a country horn. That's the Renault Dauphine. At any of 600 coast-to-coast sales, service, and parts headquarters. Won't you try it?
Camaro will drive you absolutely mad.
Command performance from Chevrolet. Camaro is here.
I came down to my classroom and I saw all these children around my Camaro, and I thought, oh, they were touching it and putting their hands on it. That's Miss Miller's Camaro. That's Miss Miller's Camaro. Driving me absolutely crazy.
The payments on Miss Miller's Camaro are $64.83 a month.
Because of my job, I know how the brakes are on most cars. I know how they corner and how they steer. There's nothing about the Camaro that I don't like.
The payments on Mr. Stevens' Camaro are under $70 a month.
The drags. That's where Datsun proved it can beat everything in its class. It left the funny-looking car way behind and surprised some others who looked like they might do better, but didn't. Make the sound move to Datsun. You'll be a winner, too.
The big cats are here for 68. The big steel cats. Mercury Cougar. Pound for pound, dollar for dollar. The best equipped luxury sports car in America. With a deep V8 growl. Eyes that hide by day, shine by night. A tail that flicks brightly. All standard. This is the royal new Cougar XR7. Rich, glove-soft leathers and vinyl. Luxury with claws. Mercury Cougar XR7. One of 4 proud new Cougars. Lincoln Mercury. Better idea cars from the makers of Lincoln Continental. This is Motor Trend Magazine's Car of the Year award. And the winner, selected by experts to receive the Oscar of the car business, Mercury Cougar Car of the Year. Mercury believes a man's car should be top cat. Mercury. The man's car. Cougar's award-winning excitement rages through every Mercury. See your Mercury man and drive the car of the year.
They'll know you've arrived when you drive up in the 1958 Edsel, the car that's truly new from nameplate to taillights. New from the front. New from the side. New from the rear. Only Edsel has the sleek, clean line design that sets it apart from the look-alike cars. And it combines new looks with the newest V8 engines in the world, the big new Edsel 400 and the power-packed Edsel 475. It is unlikely you have ever driven a car with so much real, usable power as the Edsel. And with Edsel's exclusive Teletouch drive, you drive more safely, more easily than you ever have before, because both hands can stay at the wheel while the Edsel shifts electrically. There's even the added luxury of new Edsel air suspension that's just like riding on air, because you are. And remember, of all the medium-priced cars, car for car, across the board, the 1958 Edsel is the one that's new and the lowest price, too. So see your Edsel dealer.
Tonight, as you all know, we're coming to you from the most modern television studio in the world. CBS Television City sets the trend for other TV studios yet to be built. And now, Julia Mead is going to show you a model. Tell you about something else in the trend department. The new Lincoln.
Well, first, Ed, I'd like everyone to take a close look at a working model of Television City. Notice these lines. Aren't they clean and uncluttered? modern as the Lincoln. Now let's just raise the roof to reveal the studios, the rehearsal halls, the dressing rooms, the shops where the scenery is built. Everything designed for modern television production. Now here is the parking lot. And if you could see the real one, you'd see the sight that is near and dear to me and to Ed. More Lincoln. You know, last year was the greatest sales year in Lincoln's history. Now, here is the studio where we are now. And we're going to show you why Lincoln is so popular. Now, we'll just turn on the lights, and you take a good look. And remember that people who drive fine cars like to be ahead of the times. They're trendsetters. They like their living to be modern, and their driving the same. Like driving this Lincoln Capri convertible. If you want to go first class in a smart way, this is the car for you. Notice the clean, spare lines, the lack of bulging fenders, the careful use of chrome. And this hood, no big mountain to look over. It's low so you can see the road. And these beautiful fenders are up where you can see them for easier parking and driving in traffic. Now let's take a look at this Lincoln Capri Special Custom Coupe. This is really living. I do wish you could see all the beautiful colors in the new Lincoln line. The fabrics inside are equally smart on sports models, as well as this distinguished Lincoln Capri four-door sedan. This will give you some idea of the luxurious Lincoln interiors. And that Lincoln engine, you know, it's the finest product of the most experienced builders of V8 engines. For 2 years in a row, Lincoln took the first 4 places over all stock cars in the Mexican Pan American Road Race, a big event out here on the coast. And I can tell you this, Lincoln gives you a world of reserve power for matchless performance and for safer passing. And I know how easily this Lincoln handles because I've driven it enough. Right down here is one of the big reasons why. It's the engineering advance you've heard Ed talk about, ball joint suspension. And it's exclusive with Lincoln in the fine car field. But you know, there's only one way to prove Lincoln's unbeatable power. And here's Ed to tell you about it.
Well, Julia means visit your Lincoln dealer and accept his invitation. He'll hand you the keys so you can try the one fine car designed for modern living and powered for modern driving.
Friends, go in and see a DeSoto Plymouth dealer tomorrow. And when you do, tell him Groucho sent you.
Next week, Groucho Marx in You Bet Your Life will be brought to you by the makers of From Home Permanent. DeSoto and the DeSoto Plymouth dealers, coast to coast, present Groucho Marx in You Bet Your Life.
Groucho sent me to see the new DeSoto.
Groucho sent me, and I love to drive this car. It's long and low and roomier, so handsome you can see.
It's powerful, and I'm so glad that Groucho sent me. Listen to him when you hear Groucho say,
Go drive the new DeSoto at DeSoto Plymouth dealers today.
Great Plymouth sale is now. Featuring special savings on specially equipped Fury, Valiant, Barracuda, and Belvedere models. Savings on such extras as white wall tires, vinyl roof, all vinyl interior, and other popular options. All during the Great Plymouth sale.
So for a great deal on specially equipped Plymouths, head for your Plymouth dealer. You'll see, when Plymouth has a sale, it isn't just good, it's great.
Just look what
There she is, the Lark by Studebaker.
A compact with performability.
You know about performability in the Lark?
Yep.
About the new Lark steering system, new brakes, new front wheel suspension, the Skybolt 6?
Sure do.
How come?
I took a demonstration drive.
Figures. You have to drive the Lark to believe it. See your Studebaker dealer tomorrow and take a demonstration drive.
Tell him we sent you.
If women aren't attracted by your looks, and you don't have much money either, perhaps we can help. The sporty Corolla Fastback. It's under $2,000.
This will be my masterwork. The Toyota SR5 sport truck, built with loving care. And Musico, it's grown a fifth gear. High-speed overdrive transmission, it's growing carpeting. Bucket seats, radio, wide radial tires. It's getting a 10. And the stripe! All standard on Toyota's high-speed sport truck. Soon it will spread all over America! See how much truck your money can buy from Toyota.
When there's no man around, Goodyear should be. Why? Watch this. Goodyear Double Eagle carries its own spare inside. Lifeguard safety spare. A tire in a tire. Keeps on going. Gives her a second chance.
This is a C-124, the largest transport plane in the Air Force. It's no picnic flying a payload over country like this. And when ice fog moves in over those mountains, then you're heading for trouble. Enter GCA, Ground Control Approach, the eyes of the Air Force, guiding planes to safety in bad weather situations. Every precaution is taken, including an emergency standby generator. Oh, ice fog's really socking in now.
51054, I have you in radar contact. Ceiling is 0. Visibility 1/16 of a mile with ice fog, over.
Roger, understand the weather. The ice fog up here is pretty bad. Let's make it good the first time, over.
Perform your final cockpit check. Your gear down and locked, over.
Roger, cockpit check completed. Gear down and locked, 5-4.
Roger, 51054, your final controller.
This is what the boys in the Arctic call a hairy situation. Our C-124 is flying totally blind through a treacherous ice-fogged mountain range, completely dependent upon GCA for its safe landing.
Roger, your heading is 235. You're correcting over to the on course nicely. Your heading is 235. Now right 3 degrees, heading 238.
Stand by. Power failure. All contact with plane lost. The switch is turned on. The standby emergency generator, dependent on battery power, springs into instant action. The life-saving signal is resumed.
5 miles east of the field. Continue heading 240 at 2,000, over.
Roger, nice approach, going tower frequency.
Your heading is 238. You're now over touchdown point. Take over, complete your landing. Roger.
We're home. Another Air Force mission accomplished. No sweat, thanks to GCA. Once the C-124 is safely down, the ground crew rolls out to greet her. Tractors, tow trucks, forklifts, and tankers, all dependent on battery power, gather around the giant bird to unload and service her. Fresh power, dependable power is needed here. Absolutely fresh power, like the Delco dry charge battery. None of its vital power can waste away because this battery comes bone dry. Only when fluid is added does a Delco dry charge battery come to life. Ready for fast starts, dependable performance anywhere, under all conditions. When it's time to replace, make sure you get all the power you paid for. Power that can't get old before it's sold. Delco dry charge battery, made by the Delco Remy division of General Motors. Delco, available through the United Motors system and its independent dealers and distributors.
The best automotive parts that money can buy. Autolite. Autolite is a growing part of Ford, the better idea company.
Car burning oil. Add a can of Wynn's Automatic. Help your car shake the oil burning habit. Car out of tune? Add a can of Wynn's Engine Tune-Up. Make that engine sing. Hold your horses. Add a can of Wynn's Friction Proofing for engine. Get all the horsepower you paid for. Leaky, stuffy radiator. Add a can of Wynn's Radiator Additive to prevent rust. Stop leaks.
Bad shape. He barely made it. I took one look. It was our old friends, dirty sludge, sticky valves, gummy rings, blacky carbon. Only one thing to do. I called for Bardol. 10:43, Bardol arrived. He went right to work. Poured 1 quart of Bardol in the crankcase, fed 1 pint of Bardol through the carburetor intake, added 4 ounces of Bardol top oil to the gas tank. At 10:45, we had him on the run. Bardol had done it again. At 10:47, Bardol turned to me and said,
"New customer?"
"Yeah."
"He'll be back."
Deep inside the Johnson's Wax Laboratories, a special kind of car cleaner is being blended into a new kind of wax to create push-button paste waxing for your car. New Instant J-Wax. Inside, the hard wax suspends itself as millions of wax molecules for easy spreading. That's the speed waxing secret of new Instant J-Wax.
Just push the button,
spread it around. Dirt comes off, wax goes on. Real wax you can feel. Now buff it lightly to lock in the luster for months to come.
You're done in half the time. Paste wax protection with push-button ease. So let it rain and watch that water bead. There's nothing like J-Wax to put between your car and the weather. J-Wax. Regular in the economy can. Instant in the new push-button can. J-Wax.
No, we got it.
You got what?
We found a way to put Simonized car wax and Simonized car cleaner all in one push-button can.
And just how does it work, Professor Nitwit?
Come on, we'll show you. Come on, we'll show you.
Come on,
Now look, it squirts on. You push the button. See?
And then what?
You spread it around and let it dry.
And it's really Simonized, is it?
Watch this. Sure, it's Simonized. Look at that shine. We'll be famous. We'll make a fortune. We'll call it Instant Simonized.
Instant Simonized, you lame brains. You can already buy Instant Simonized everywhere.
Instant Simonized? They thought of it too?
Simonized thinks of everything. Try Instant Simonized, another easy new way to brighten your day from Simonized Company.